Alright guys, welcome back to my channel. So we're gonna create another mechanical shape now. So day 2 mechanical shape. Let's get started. Here first, as always, we'll just save the file. I'll call it day 2 mechanical shapes. I'll save it. Okay, the first step is to go and create a sketch. So I'll go in the bottom plane. Okay, making sure that my plane is not upside down. I'll select the rectangle tool and then I'll make sure that I'm selecting from the center. So I'll make it 4 by, actually this should be 4. This should be 2.5. Okay, if you want we can also increase it even more, so let's just do that. Okay, I'm making this 5. Let's take a circle tool. Now right from the center, as you can see, there's a triangle coming up which indicates that this is the center. I'll draw a circle to the corner of the rectangle. Okay, I'll make another circle right from here. Then keeping the circle tool active, I'll create another circle here, and this one I'll make it as 1.5. Okay, we'll just take the circle tool again and make another one. Okay, I made it bigger, so what I can do is I can go to this equal sign here, which is in constraint, and I can select the circle which I want to change and the target size circle. So I just click it. As you can see, it is now changed the size of this to this one. So if you want to change this one will change as well. Okay, we just press escape, which is get this out, this one out as well. Okay, so like I said, now if I change this, that will change as well. So let me just go back to 1.5. Now once this is done, I'll just finish the sketch. Okay, now this is the base of our shape. I'll extrude it. I'll select all the things I need extruded, so I'm keeping the hole here, and I'll extrude it till 1 inch, so that I got this shape here. Okay, as you can see, the sketch is hidden now, which is okay. We don't need the sketch now. Now other thing what we can do is we can go to parameters. Okay, as you can see here, and set all the parameters for each and everything, but that is not the purpose of this tutorial. The purpose of this tutorial is to create a rib-like pattern for this mechanical shape. Okay, so let's just go to the sketch. Let's select the stop face. Okay, now that I'm in the top face, I'll select this rectangle tool. Now I'm not selecting from the center, I'll just do it from the center of the shape till here. Okay, and I'll make this 1.5 by 1.5. I think it's okay, so I just press enter. Now this shape, I want this to be mirrored on this side, so I'm still on the sketch. I'll go here in the create option and select mirror, and it says object select, so I'll just select all the profiles I need. Okay, so these two. Okay, I can even select this one, and I can select the mirror line, so let's just select this one. Okay, once this is done, I'll click OK. Okay, and then I'll select the middle one and turn it into a construction line so that it doesn't mess with our shape. So we'll just press finish sketch. Now we have this sketch here. Let's just extrude that outward, and this one will give it 2. Okay, so as you can see, we have something like this here. Now what we want to do is we want to create a rib from here to here. So right from the center of the top edge, which is this, to the right, to the center of this edge. Okay, and that rib will touch here at the bottom, and it will be of width. We'll see that. Okay, so in order to do that, first let me just show you how not to do it. Okay, you might do it like this. For example, create a sketch and select any face and then go here and try to select a line and then try to create something like this. But if you see, that line is not proper, and also it is just taking this sketch into consideration, so we won't be able to move it in the center once if we do this. So let's just Control Z. I'm out of the sketch. Okay, what I will do is, we have a very good way of doing that. First way is to actually create a sketch and try to select this plane here, which is right in the center. But sometimes your object might not be right in the center of the environment or this whole canvas. So there's another way to do that. And that way is, let me just deselect the Freehand Sketch tool. We can go to Construct, and here we have all these options to create the plane. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to select this mid plane, but there are other ways to select other sort of planes like tangent plane, plane at an angle, offset plane, but I'll select this mid plane, and then it gives us this option to select two planes where I want the plane to be in middle of. So I'll just select this two and have a look at this. It actually created a plane for us. How awesome is that? So now what we can do is we can just select this plane, which is right in the center of those two planes, and now we are here. But again, when we try to draw a line and try to click on this and then click on this, we don't know where to create that line. Okay, so or if we create the spline, for example, if we just click here, we don't know whether it is the exact center point of that edge. So the best way to do is, we can go to Create, we can select Project Include, and we can click on Project. Okay, now here you might have this selection filter, specified entities, but we want this one to be selected, which is the body. Once we do that, we can just select the body, select the whole body, and we click on OK. Now when we click on OK, have a look at this. We have been given this points or anchor points that is right in the center of this edge and this edge and within that plane. Okay, so we can just make use of that and draw our spline. So we can also draw a line if you want, but I'm going to do it like this. I'm going to draw a line, a spline, sorry. So let's just draw it like this. Okay, and then I'll make it like this somehow. Okay, actually I want it to be more curved, so let me redo it. I want to do it from here. Okay, and here, but as you can see, it is going inside, so I'll do it again. Now the purpose of this tutorial is not to be precise with the measurements. Obviously you can do that if you have a proper sketch, but I don't have it, so I'll just stick to what I have. Okay, I'll redo it again just to get it perfect. Okay, what I'll do is I'll just click here and just create that spline like this. Okay, now I don't even need to complete this. Okay, Now also, do not press escape. If we press escape, the spline is gone. Okay, we need to press enter. Okay, or click on this green check mark here. Okay, so let's just press enter, and there you go, we have a spline. How awesome is that? Now you could finish the sketch and we have our spline right there. What we'll do is we'll click on create and we'll go to this option where it says rib. Okay, as you can see, it creates rib between two adjacent planes. So let's just click on that, and it says select our profile. So let's just select this profile. Now it says select the thickness, and let me just show you this thing. It has thickness and then it has symmetric on one side. If you keep it one side, it will just make it on one side, but obviously we don't want that. And also make sure that you don't pass on that, because then you are losing the geometry. So you can do it symmetric, and whatever the thickness you give, it will be divided on both the side. Okay, and this one is to next. So to next basically means that it will make a rib till the next anchor point or the next joint. Okay, or you can make it distance. So when you do distance, you get two arrows. One is that you can create it either inside or you can create it outside. Okay, or you can just use this flip direction button here. Okay, so let's just keep it inside. Okay, and I'll make it this much, so 0.3, and the thickness, I've just adjusted to say 1 inch. Now once that is done, I'll just press OK, and there you go, I have my rib here. Okay, so let's just complete this model now. So what I'll do is I'll go to create sketch, I'll select the top face. Okay, now here we need to create two circles, actually just one circle. So right on the center we create a circle from here. Okay, and it will be up 2 inches. So let's press enter. Okay, 2 inches. Another circle, this will be up 1 inch. Okay, again, I'm not being precise, I'm just choosing whichever number I think is correct for this one, but obviously this is not a course to teach you precise measurement. We're just creating, or we're just learning how to create shapes in proper way. Obviously you can always change the dimension whenever you need. So let's just create a line and we'll select the point here. Okay, and we'll create a line. So I'm just touching the line here, same thing here. Now I'll just turn this line into a tangent line, so it starts as a tangent. So what I can do is I can go to the constraint here, I'll have this option tangent, I'll just select this, I'll select the line, I'll select the circle, and it turns that into a tangent. Okay, same thing here. Once this is done, we can just This is the sketch. So we got the sketch here. Now again, just take extrude and select whatever we need to extrude, and we'll extrude it downward. So let's just make it 0.5. Okay, and press OK. Now this is done. If you like this channel, please like, subscribe and share. Thanks for watching. Have a great day.